guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Mercy, and if you are returning, welcome back. I'm happy you've come back to watch my videos. So guys, in my previous video I talked about IELTS, the types that we have, if you want to relocate to the UK, which specific one you should write and all that. If you haven't seen that video, please give this video a pause, go back to watch that video before you watch this one. This is only because I want it to be a step-by-step process, and I want us to start from all the way from the beginning to when you finally get your job interview. And if you've watched that video, pause this one still, go grab yourself a cup of tea, a pen and a book, and come back to watch this one, because I'm going to be giving a comprehensive cover of what happened, a very detailed step-by-step process from starting your NMC registration to securing a job opportunity. Alright guys, so with starting your NMC registration, NMCUK registration, what you need to know first and foremost is that in the very initial parts of the registration, you need 3 certificates. You need your NMC licensing certificate in your country. You need your school certificate, whether you're a diploma nurse or a degree nurse. You need a valid passport. And mind you, the valid passport should not have a close expiration date. What I mean is, it shouldn't be about to expire before you use it. And remember, in Ghana you can renew your passport up to 6 months before expiration date. So if you see that your passport is about to expire, say in less than a year, go ahead and renew it before you begin your process. So what you do is create an account with NMCUK, upload these documents, okay, and then sign a declaration that says that yes, these documents are mine and no one else's, okay. Also note, this is very important at this initial part of the registration. First name, when NMCUK says first name, they mean your name, the name that your parents gave you. And when they say last name, they mean your parents' name or your surname. Make sure that you don't interchange them, because it will cause a delay in your process. Make sure that your first name, you put your name and your surname as your last name. If you have, say, 2 to 4 names, your first name should be your name, your middle name, and your last name should just be your surname. All those other names, if you have, say, 4 names or 5 names, all those names are your first names, and your last name is just your surname. And you need to arrange them like how they are on your documents, okay? If not, you're going to encounter difficulty. So after you've signed the declaration that says that indeed these documents are yours, NMCUK will ask you to make a payment, an initial payment of £140. Now I can't tell you how much that is at the time you are registering, but you would have to make the conversion by yourself. Make the conversion as at the time it is. If you're lucky and say the CD is performing well, you pay less. But if you're unlucky and the CD is not doing too well, you pay a much higher price. So after payments, NMCUK would, the good thing about this process is that every step of the way they update your portal, okay? They make you know what step you are at and what step is next. So on your portal, you will see that it says awaiting third-party verification. And this is where it's different for degree nurses and diploma nurses. With diploma nurses, you would have to go to the Ministry of Health to buy a clearance form. And at the moment, a clearance form is 100 cedis. You'd have to buy yourself a clearance form and go to your workplace and have your HR or administrator sign for you or clear you that you are okay to proceed with your registration. And you have to go with a passport picture, because they'll need to stamp the back of the passport picture and sign as well, alongside give you an introductory letter. Okay, so these are the things that you need from your HR or your administrator. When you're done, you would have to go back to your school and have your HOD or your principal sign for you as well, clear you as well. Now say you've worked for 3 facilities or 4 facilities. If you mention that on the form, you'd have to go to each and every facility and have your HR or their HR sign you off. Okay, so it depends on what you write on the clearance form. Okay, if you've worked at 2 facilities, 3 facilities, you have to clear yourself from all of them. If not, your current workplace, you need clearance from them. So let's say you've gone to your HR, he's cleared you, he has stamped your passport picture and signed it, he's giving you an introductory letter. You've gone to your principal or your HOD and he signed you off as well. Once this is done, you need to take your document to Ministry of Health. So Ministry of Health is where you take all those documents to. And when I say documents, I mean your introductory letter, your clearance form, and your passport size stamped and endorsed picture. You take all that back to the Ministry of Health. After that, you wait for 21 days. Note that these 21 days do not include weekends. They don't include weekends at all. So you wait for 21 days. Ministry of Health will communicate to NMCUK that they've cleared you, and NMC Ghana that they've cleared you. NMC Ghana will now go ahead to clear you for NMCUK. And with NMC Ghana, you need to pay an amount of 550 cedis and take along your PIN card, your card. With degree nurses, you do not need to go through the Ministry of Health. You can just go ahead and pay your 550 cedis to NMC Ghana, okay, for verification. When it gets to NMC Ghana, they also take 21 days, but this time around including weekends. Okay, 21 days including weekends. So that's about it. On your NMCUK portal, you're going to see what says awaiting third-party verification. Like I mentioned earlier, this just means that they are waiting for NMC Ghana to communicate to them and tell them that you are okay to proceed. So after NMC Ghana has verified you, it's going to show on your portal. You're going to see a tick by awaiting third-party verification. So keep an eye on your portal. After 21 days, you will see that NMC Ghana has verified you. So I think with the Ministry of Health, they would let you know that, oh, we have finished clearing you and we have sent your details to NMC Ghana. But NMC Ghana may not verify you. So you need to keep an eye on your portal to make sure that you see the tick. Okay, after that, you would receive an email from NMCUK and it's called the Test of Competency Invitation email. Basically, this email is writing to tell you that you've been processed and you are okay to proceed to write your CBT exam. Okay, now CBT stands for computer-based tests. This is because the exam you're going to write will be on the computer. It's you and your computer. That's why it's called CBT test. There are a few more certificates or documents that NMCUK will need from you, and these are your IELTS certificates. NMCUK will require an IELTS certificate, so they'll ask you to upload your IELTS certificate at this point. They'll ask you for a police clearance certificate or character check. This is to make sure that you don't have any ongoing investigations or you are not wanted or anything of the sort. So you need to upload a clearance certificate, a police clearance certificate. Now with a police clearance certificate, you have to go get that one yourself from police headquarters. You could do it in Accra, you could do it in Kumasi, you can do it in Tamale. Go to your police headquarters. It costs about 130 cedis in Accra, but if you are doing it in a different city, they'll have to send your documents to Accra, so they may add a few more cedis to it, maybe 150 cedis to it, so you may end up paying slightly higher as compared to if you have to go to Accra. So go get your police certificate and upload it. It takes maybe 48 hours to 72 hours to get it. Okay, upload that one. Then they're going to have to check you health-wise, and health-wise they'll ask you for the details of a doctor, the email of a doctor. Now this doctor should be someone that you are not related to, someone that isn't your friend or your family doctor. Okay, they'll ask you for the details of this doctor. Then what they will do is they'll send a form to that doctor's email and have the doctor verify you or check you or say that you are fine, you don't have any outstanding illness that can impede your practice as a nurse in the UK. Basically to say that you are fit to work. So this doctor would have to fill the form that will be sent to him in his mail and then send it back to NMCUK. You do not have anything to do with that form. It's between the doctor and NMCUK. So once this is done, and remember I said about the test of competency email, they'll send you a username and a password. So once this is done, use your username and password, which will be inclusive in the test of competency email that NMCUK is going to send you to register for CBT. NMCUK are not the people organizing CBT. The CBT test is going to be organized. CBT is going to be organized by Pearson Vue. That's like a third-party organization. So NMCUK sends you username and password. Then you go to the website of Pearson Vue and use that password and username. Use that username and password to create an account with Pearson Vue. Now the exam you want to register with Pearson Vue is called NMC which means NMC Registered Nurse Adult exam. So this just means that you are going to be working with adults, not like pediatrics, to be working with adults. Okay, so that's the kind of exam that you register with Pearson Vue. You can choose to register it online or physically, and you'd have to pay an amount of £83, I think, for your CBT exam. Okay, so you choose a date and time that is comfortable for you, and then you pay. Now what you need to do is just go home and learn. Just go and check. Okay, so CBT is in two parts. You've got part A and part B. Part A is the numeracy part. You've got some calculations to do, and part B is clinical application parts or clinical application questions. So should you have to reset part A, you'd have to pay another money. Yes, you'd have to pay about £50 to reset part A. If you fail part B and you have to reset part B, you need to pay about £70 to reset part B. Yes. So say that you've written CBT, you've passed, you are successful. There is one more payment that you need to do, and that's the latter part. And there's like final assessment fee to the NMCUK, and that is about £153. Okay, again, you'd have to do the conversion to your country's currency. So you've passed your CBT finally, and there's no need for reset, or if there's a need for reset, you know how much you're going to pay and you've paid it, and you've written it and you've passed this time around. What you need to know is that there's a last payment you need to do with NMCUK, and that's for an amount of £153. So that amount is for final assessment of some sort. Okay, final assessment of some sort. You need to pay an amount of £153 to NMCUK, and that is the last payment you make for this registration process. That is the last payment you make. So you've made the payment. On your portal it says that you've passed CBT. You see that what is next is OSCE. Okay, and you do not take OSCE in your country. You come here to take OSCE, that is the UK, to take OSCE. So you know that now it's time for you to look for a job. Now it's time for you to search for a job. There are numerous sites that you can look at to find a job, where they advertise job vacancies in the NHS or maybe in care homes, depending on where and which of the countries you want to work in. you now start searching for a job. Now mind you, this is the point where you need lots of emotional support, because a lot of people get frustrated at this point, because finding a job interview, you would have to deal with lots of rejections. Some may say, oh, we can't hire you because of this, because you are not already in the country, because you do not already have NMC registration. Be prepared to deal with lots of registrations. However, you will get a job, okay? You will get job offers. So do not give up when you get to this stage. And if you are in this stage of your process, do not give up. I know it can get a bit depressing. Do not give up, okay? Stay strong. So what you need to do is to now look for a job, and then the relocation process has begun. So I'll do a whole different video about where to find these jobs, how your CV should look like, all the things you need to know from after you've passed CBT to when you finally relocate to the UK, okay? So that video is coming, watch out for it. Meanwhile, you need to subscribe to the channel and ring the bell down there, so that when I do upload that video, you'll be notified, okay? Thank you for choosing to watch my channel, and I'll see you in my other videos. Also guys, don't forget to follow me on my social media handles. Follow me on TikTok, follow me on Twitter, and follow me on Instagram. Thank you.